Hello friends, welcome to the channel Virtual Learners. Today we will discuss about money and money supply. Basically money and its types. What is barter system? Barter system is the mutual exchange of goods and services, that is direct selling of goods and services. It is based on double coincidence of wants. What is double coincidence of wants? Take an example. There are two persons in the transaction. First person needs to sell an item and the second person should have the same requirement of that item. That is, he wants to have the need of the same item which is sold by the first person. Here both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodity. That is, what one person's desire to sell is exactly what the other person want to buy. So this is double coincidence of wants. There is no common measure of value and there is no storage value also. So these are the demerits of barter system. That is why we require a common medium of exchange, and that is money. So what is money? It is a medium of exchange. It is an alternative to barter system. It is an accepted medium of payment. It has a measure of value and can be used for deferred payment. What is deferred payment? For example, take loans. It can be paid after a period of time. So money is a medium of exchange which has a measure of value and has a storage value. What is the need of money? Transaction motive, speculative motive and precautionary measure. Transaction motive is when you want to buy things, buy commodities, etc. you need money. Speculative motive is investing money when the right opportunity arises. That is speculative motive. What is precautionary measure? It is for an uncertain expense. You need money. Now let's move on to types of money. First is full-bodied money. Here the value of currency will be equal to the value of the commodity. Example is gold. Next is the paper money. Here the value of the money will be greater than the value of commodity. Example, a 500 rupee note. Here the value of money is greater than the value of the commodity. Now let's move on to convertible money. Here in this, a currency that can be freely exchanged without any restriction into another currency, that is convertible money. That is a currency that can be freely exchanged into another currency for any purpose without regulatory restriction. That is called convertible money. It is always associated with stable economies like the US. This is called convertible money. Example, US dollar. Next is non-convertible money, a currency of a country that is not traded in the international foreign exchange market, usually because of the government restrictions. This is called non-convertible money, that is, it cannot be freely exchanged. Example, Brazilian real. Now let's move on to fiat money. Fiat money gets its value from a government order, that is, it's a currency that is getting a value from the order of the government. Now let's move on to hard currency. It is the international currency in which the highest faith is shown. That is, it is associated with stable economies. It is needed by every economy. It would be the strongest currency. For example, US dollar, euro, etc. Now let's move on to soft currency. It is easily available in the economy in its forex market. It is less stable, that is, it fluctuates. There is less demand in the forex market. Example of soft currency is Indian rupee. Now let's move on to hard currency. It is the temporary name for a hard currency. If any hard currency exiting any economy at fast pace for a period of time, then the hard currency is said to be hot currency. Now take the example of hard currency as US dollar. It is a stable currency. Now take the case of Indian economy. If that hard currency, which is the US dollar, exiting this Indian economy for a period of time, then this hard currency, that is the US dollar, is said to be the hot currency. This is called hot currency. Now let's move on to heated currency. It is to denote the domestic currency which is under pressure of depreciation due to hard currency's high tendency of exiting the economy. Let me explain this. We have taken an example of US dollar and Indian economy. Here US dollar is exiting the economy at fast pace. What happens now? Indian rupee gets depreciated. So this currency, this domestic currency, which is Indian rupee in this case, gets depreciated. This is called heated currency. Indian rupee in this case is called heated currency. Heated currency is also called currency under heat or under hammering. Next is legal tender. This is a money accepted by the law of the land for the settlement of debt. So it has to be accepted for the settlement of debt and it has a legal backing. If government says that a particular currency is not a legal tender, then the currency has no value. So it is backed by the government, it has a legal backing. That is called legal tender. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment and share.